On. Are you on? Perfect.
Yeah. Ready?
We're live. Yeah.
Why you so low?
What do
Uh,
you mean?
saying you
Am I low?
fucking. Yeah. There
Oh,
you go.
all right.
Even.
Here.
Even. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
So I seen something. We're gonna talk about stoicism.
Okay.
All right. We touched on that last time.
A little
And
bit.
Marcus Aurelius, right? Well, stoicism
Yeah.
is the ideology behind that. Anyway, so Jerry Seinfeld is a big believer in meditation and Marcus Aurelius, and he gave a quote recently that said,
Mm-hmm.
"You're only as relevant as your time here." Okay.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
Many of us don't know our great grandfather's first names, and
That's true.
once you're gone, many of us are gone. Meaning, while you're here, make it worthwhile, because not many of us. The reality is, only a few will be remembered, right?
That's true. Yeah.
That in greatness, right? A handful of people. You look at sports, you look at comedy, you look at movies, authors, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because Marcus Aurelius said this quote,
Mm-hmm. What'd he
and
say?
and he said basically, what I just said. That's his quote, okay? And the
Okay.
point
Okay.
is he lived on afterwards.
Okay. Okay.
And so, he's saying that don't expect, things to be remembered when you're gone. Make the most of it while you're here. And,
Okay.
he lived by that, but it's funny because his work lives on. Jerry Seinfeld is a big believer in meditation and Marcus Aurelius, and he gave a quote recently that said,
Mm-hmm.
"You're only as relevant as your time here." Okay.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
Many of us don't know our great grandfather's first names, and
That's true.
once you're gone, many of us are gone. Meaning, while you're here, make it worthwhile, because not many of us. The reality is, only a few will be remembered, right?
That's true. Yeah.
That in greatness, right? A handful of people. You look at sports, you look at comedy, you look at movies, authors, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because Marcus Aurelius said this quote,
Mm-hmm. What'd he
and
say?
and he said basically, what I just said. That's his quote, okay? And
Okay.
the point
Okay.
is he lived on afterwards.
Okay. Okay.
And so, he's saying that don't expect, things to be remembered when you're gone. Make the most of it while you're here. And,
Okay.
he lived by that, but it's funny because his work lives on, and,
Yeah.
uh, and that's it. Yo, get rid of that tissue. What are you doing, man? What?
Well,
What?
what
What are
did
you
you? What are you talking
sick?
about?
What? It was just
What?
on camera. What are you
Yeah, a
sick?
little bit. Yeah.
Do you
A
want
little bit.
to
Yeah, but I'm
reschedule?
good.
You want to
I'm
fuck?
good though.
You
No,
good?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah, bro. I'm good. I got I'm just a little sick. Not a big deal.
Yeah, it looks like you're
But
fucking.
Kev, I'm trying to.
Try not to do that.
Yeah,
Looks like you're, doing. Looks like you're blasting.
no, bro.
You know.
No, bro. Kev, you know what it is, bro. These kids. My kid, right? He goes to daycare
Uh huh.
and he gets all these freaking like diseases.
Yeah,
These,
yeah,
and he just be passing it on to me like every other week.
yeah, yeah.
But
By the way, that
mhm.
first part I said, cut that out. Make a note of that.
Okay,
But what you just
got
said,
it.
yeah, your kid goes, so all these kids are touching everything, and then you get sick from it. I get it.
Over
Uh,
and over again.
all right, so that leads us to
Mhm.
what we want to talk about.
So, yeah.
Fitness, we're going to touch on a little bit. How to get healthy.
Okay.
We'll start with it, right? And then we'll go
Okay.
back, Marcus Aurelius.
Okay.
But
I want to.
the cold plunge.
Okay. Yeah. All
What
right.
do
Now
you
this
know?
is what I saw.
If you
All
take
right. Look at this. Hold on.
what
Hold on.
happens if you take
All right. I'm gonna put this on. I want to see if
No,
this. All right.
type in
shower
cold
every day,
plunge.
right?
What? What'd
Type
you
in
say?
cold plunge.
But let me
Go
just
down
watch
with
this. This 2
20,
seconds.
30 beats a minute, 24 hours a day. That means stress is gone. Cold shower a day keeps the doctor away. What happens more is that the blood flow runs much better through the system. The nutrients, vitamins, and minerals, and oxygen, they get better to the cells. What happens if
All right,
Okay,
simple.
Kev. So
Go to cold plunge.
okay.
I don't
Okay.
want people take a shower. I want to see
Oh no,
people.
no.
I want to see
What?
people jump into freezing cold water and jump out. You
Right
think
here.
My cold plunge, my Morozko
Okay.
Forge cold plunge. When I first started doing the cold plunge, it was difficult for me to get to just like
he's
a minute
pretty
and a
buff
half
for
of
a
freezing.
60-year-old,
But
right?
now,
Like
What's
55.
up,
Rogan's in good shape for a 55-year-old.
dude? He's fucking perfect specimen of a man.
Yeah.
Like,
I understand.
No Diddy.
I've been
is that
I've
ice? Hold on.
experienced it. And I know it is.
But you're
And I know
supposed to
it's
stay
not
in 4 minutes, and it raises your elevates
Yeah,
your
talk to me.
dopamine levels. Okay.
Okay, so talk to me the
Yeah.
science behind it, Kev.
Yeah. So if
What?
you go in for 4 minutes, okay, it
Okay.
shocks you
All
first,
right.
and it raises your
a
dopamine level.
cold. What if
All right.
Okay.
So
so that
the dopamine,
Okay.
the drug that makes you feel good, right? So
Yeah.
you come out feeling refreshed and alive. All right. And I'll say this: the morning routine. All right, get off this screen. The
Okay, got it.
morning routine is part of Stoicism, right? And
Mhm.
it's to attack the day. So you start off, and it's easier said than done, but you start off with a cold plunge or a cold shower if you can, and you.
Kev, let's be practical, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're in a house. You're not gonna have a plunge. I don't have like that thing. So what would someone like me do? What should I do when I wake up instead of like just taking normal
Listen,
routine?
listen.
Mm,
Again, this is what I just seen with Marcus Aurelius, and he is a master at this. Is
mm-hmm,
and it's easier said than done. I should listen to this own advice, but you wake up and instead
mm-hmm,
of going to your phone like everyone does,
mm-hmm.
you instead take time for yourself, and whether it's a minute, 2 minutes, meditate, whatever,
Okay.
and that allows you to, I think, get a better start. Now, what he does, and I just brushed up on this, is this guy wakes up and he says, "Today, I'm going to see and come across people that are, rude and are obnoxious
Mm-hmm,
and you know, don't have patience, blah, blah." And he sets his
mm-hmm.
expectations very low, meaning I'm going to
Okay.
expect all of this in the day ahead, and that's all good. And by setting his expectations low, when he comes across it later, he's he's I guess ready for it, and that's his approach,
Okay.
and makes sense, right? So
It
I would
does.
say this is the first thing is probably the best for everyone. It's not running right into what everyone else is doing or your phone or text, and taking time for yourself. The breathing, the meditating, right? We talked about it. It's hard to do, right? But
It's hard to keep it. It's hard to keep it going every day. Yes,
schedule
yes, yeah,
is,
it
there's
is.
so much going on, but if you could
No,
fit it
bro,
in,
I think it's your mind. Yeah, but your ego mind like just doesn't want to do it. That's what it looks like. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean,
That's what.
it's also schedule. You got to schedule it in, and you got to. Yeah, it's not probably fun, but um, what it does is it takes time away from all that other stuff. Um, so check this out. All right, the
Okay, no,
daily.
but Kev, hold on, Kev, real quick. Like, do I go fully naked? Do I wear like I like what do I do? Just go in the shower,
Yeah, you put
keep
it.
it really cold.
Have a cold plunge. So you're
I
not
don't
going
have
to
a cold plunge. I have.
correct. So you're not going to do a cold plunge, but you're just going to do a cold shower, and that's
Okay.
better for you in the morning. And
Okay.
wakes
How long? How long do you
as
suggest?
long as you regularly take a shower. I mean, you know, you don't have to be in the.
20 minutes, 10 minutes, bro. 15 minutes? Are you telling what?
What do
I'll
you?
freeze to death. No,
I mean, what is the average shower? A few minutes. Um,
no. Some people take shit. You know what I'm saying? It's longer than that.
yeah. I mean,
I
I
I
don't think
kept.
I don't. I mean, I don't think that matters. Point is instead of make it probably cold is probably better for you, and uh, and it wakes you up. That makes sense. Look, people get up in the morning, right?
Mhm.
And they're sluggish. They're dragging their feet. They're this and
Yeah.
that. Nobody wants to
The
take a
older you are, yeah,
nobody wants to take a
yeah.
cold
I
shower.
know.
But an easy time to do that is now when the weather's hot in New York and right.
Yeah,
So
but you got to do this in the morning when you wake up. It doesn't, right? It doesn't make any sense to do it like
correct. Whenever
any
you
other
go
time,
and
right?
do
Yeah.
yeah, benefits in the morning. I mean,
All right. Do I wear
you're not
do
gonna
I
have the
wear a
same.
bathing suit?
I mean, do you wear a bathing suit in the shower?
No, no, I don't. I don't. That's what I'm saying.
So then well, however you shower, you just turn the water cold. You're not doing a cold plunge. You don't have a cold plunge. I think
Okay,
you need to
got it. So
do
I
a
just
hold on. I think you need to do a cold plunge right now. You look out of it.
okay, yeah, probably, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. We don't have the resources for
You
that.
know what you
So,
need? You have two
mm,
kids, right? One. All right. You probably need a Z pack, vitamins and everything.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But remember what I said about Kai Zanet or Cadet. We haven't figured that out yet.
Hmm.
Energy, bro.
Yeah.
Right now, we're doing this. Suck it up, energy, even though you don't feel good. Now,
No, no, I'm good, Kev. No, bro. I'm good. I'm just trying to learn. I mean, like okay. I want to try this cold shower thing. I really want to do it.
there
Now
you
you're
go.
telling me I just go in the shower in the morning, keep it on for what, a few minutes, and just take in cold as fuck, cold as ice, and then what? That's it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, I mean, do I get to take a warm shower after? Or how does it work? That's what I'm trying to say. Or just that's it. I start my day with the cold shower. Done.
yeah, that's the most beneficial, I would say. I mean, um,
Okay.
you know, but the
All right. I want to try it.
listen,
Mm-hmm.
if you really want to get into it, you start working out, you go to the gym, you get a little cold plunge tub. I don't think they're that much. You put it in your backyard. It's like a little cooler.
Ah, Kev.
That's the next level,
Yeah.
but all
Yeah, I know. That's
right,
yeah. You
check
know,
this out. On the Daily Stoics,
okay,
there's a list that I
okay,
seen on Instagram. You're not going to find it, so don't look for it. But
okay.
there's
All
a
right.
few things that
Okay,
they
okay,
said. All right, focus on
okay,
what you
okay,
can. Number one is there's a list of suggestions. One is focus on what you can control. Okay.
okay, okay.
Two, you can control how
All
you
right.
respond to things.
Right.
Three, ask yourself, is this essential? Four, meditate on
Okay.
your mortality every day. That's an interesting
Ooh.
one. What does that mean?
Meditate on your mortality. I would say that means think about
Time is
death.
limited. Think about time is
Time is
limited.
limited. All right.
So that's a
Yeah. Well,
powerful.
yeah.
That's Marcus Aurelius. Meditate on your
That's
mortality. So,
profound.
yeah, that's a good
It's
saying.
profound. That's
So
profound.
you're thinking, you're stopping, and you're saying, hey, I'm going to take a minute here to think that, listen, the small stuff, this, that, is not as important. I have limited time here on earth. And I think that's the biggest motivator for people. If you think
Right.
you think you're gonna live to 200, you're gonna throw it around, and But if you think that your time is limited, that might be that might put you in a meditative sort of mindset on its own, right? Why am I going to
Well, Kev,
if my time is limited?
no, Kev, I agree with you, but here's the thing, right? You got to be reminded of that, right? Like that shit is so profound that I'm thinking of it now as we talk. I'm like, holy shit!
Right.
Like, think about immortality. Right? If you find a way to remind you, like every couple of hours during the day, then you'll achieve it. You know what I mean? You'll be able to meditate it, right? It's just it'll go in your head and it'll go out. Yeah, you got to be reminded about it, like a ticker.
And absorb it, and also, these are great things to say. Like you're right, you got to be reminded of them. Also, so many people it's very easy to go about your day to day, and you're just going from one thing to the next, and just bouncing around.
You're unconscious. You're unconscious.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And this person holds you, and then that, and it's very easy to go about those rhythms. But being fully in control of your mind, which isn't easy, I think is going to help. Check out this next one. This is I think even more profound.
Okay, let me see.
Value time more than money and possessions. Value time more than money and possessions. So again, he's thinking about time is one of the more important things. Money is money, right? Most people, you ask them and you say, what would you rather have, $1 million or 5 years? And most people are going to say, most people are going to say $1 million, right?
Absolutely.
I'm going to say,
especially, yes.
I'm going to say 5 years. I would even take 3 years. I would even take 2 years, because you could always make money. I mean, but time, again, is limited, right? And that goes back to meditate on your mortality. So possessions, you could always replace. Clutter, a lot of times you see people that hold on to like stuff, and but time is irreplaceable, and I think again, it's a good thing to remind people of, right? Now, here's another one. Never be overheard complaining. Okay?
Never be overheard complaining.
Even to yourself.
What does that mean, Kev?
Even to yourself. So never be overheard complaining to yourself. So basically, it's very easy to complain about things. Don't do it to yourself. And again, these things, like you said, they're all great reminders. They're harder to do and practice. And I'll be the first to say that it's much easier to not do things. Yes.
Yeah, I know. Look at that.
That's famous.
Look at that. Boom.
That's a great quote. All right, check
amazing.
This. So
amazing.
I was I guess this is another one, but it ties in. Is keep good company around you, right? It sort of ties in the complaining thing. To not have a complaining mindset, keep good people around you, right? So check this out. Focus, man. What are you doing?
No, I know. I'm trying to write it down, bro. I'm just trying to write it down. Yeah, okay.
All right. So I had a call with a friend the other day, right? I'm not going to say his name.
Business? Is it business? No, it's professional? No, okay.
From, went to high school with, talking. You know him.
Do I know him?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Keep it off. I'll tell you after.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, talk to me.
So check this out. This person, and don't say the name, but likes to complain.
I think I know who you're talking about.
So listen. They shut up. They categorize themselves. They just like to. So my point is after just small talk, blah blah blah. And I would even say this to them, but guy, you don't even know you're complaining, So
No, it's unconscious.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything bad about anyone, but what I'm saying is something like that, it's good to keep in doses, small doses, because if somebody's just always complaining, it's gonna
Small
rub.
doses.
Yeah.
Yeah, small doses.
So
Yeah, small
in
doses.
business they call it a neg. Okay, it's just somebody that's just always negative, dragging their feet, and it's it's best to be around uplifting.
Yeah,
And
let me ask you a question, bro.
Yeah.
Do you think, bro? Do you like my dad wasn't like that? My mother was a nagger, but my dad never was. Yo, do you think it's genetic? Do you think it's a condition, or do you think it's a learned habit, or you think like it's a habit?
Yeah, I think it's a learned. It's definitely not
habit, right?
Yeah.
So when do you learn it? When do you learn it? As a child, or you grow up?
As you grow up.
Okay.
All your surroundings and what you experience, and also to some extent, certain people are tougher, so you could block some of that out. But I think it's a combination of everything that makes
combination.
It's a combination. But I wouldn't say people. The guy, the baby came out just complaining. I'm sure.
No, you don't think it's the parents. Pretty much reinforcing complaining.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
But as a kid or as an adult, you get to a certain age, you got to be cognizant of that. Can't let you, regardless of who it is, right? If somebody's whatever bashing, or I just think you could look at it easily in couples, right? You look at people, and sometimes they're alike. So it's a lot. Environment's a lot, I think, and you could take somebody out of. Check this. So it's a combination, but you could take somebody out of an environment, and they could also change too. Look, how do you explain this, right? The kid, and this is not the same, but the kid that grows up in a rough neighborhood, right? Somewhere just rough, tough, a hood, grows up and becomes, a grade A student, Ivy League guy, goes on to have a great career, whatever
that's it. Once you get to an Ivy League,
okay, so
that's a starting point. Yes.
Okay, but this person came from a rough upbringing where most people resort to violence or gangs or whatever. And then, hold on, then you have the kid that was in a perfect upbringing. Best parents, great school,
comfortable lifestyle, luxurious lifestyle, comfortable lifestyle.
Turns out to be just a slouch, whatever. So how do you explain those two? So it's not all one thing. If it was just environment, then that wouldn't happen, right? You wouldn't have the kid from the hood go to Ivy League and the kid from the good school go nowhere. So
Kev, here's the thing, Kev. We know, based on like studies, right? I was reading it. A child that is programmed from age 3 to age 10, you could. It's programmable. Whatever you program in a child at that age, it's gonna. That's it. Like you can't program that same child. When he's 20, it's 3 to 10. Like if you tell a kid,
you're right. The brain in that.
So I think the kid. Yeah. So that kid that was
in development phase, the brain is growing more, and it's gonna be most.
Yeah. So that kid went to the Ivy. I guarantee you, he had one figure, authority figure, that programmed it in his mind. You know what I mean, and didn't complain to him. You know what I mean, and didn't tell the kid, be careful of the cops and the police. No, they said, you're brilliant. You're this, you're that, and then and then the conscious mind is powerful, bro.
That's confidence, and that's important too, as for a kid. For a young person to get to get compliments and that being reinforced.
No,
but I kept.
But it's programming.
It's, you could say it might have been that. It might have just been this kid could have had two parents that were drug addicts. Who knows? And he could have went on to be great. You don't know.
Yeah, I know, but Kev, there hasn't been any stories of that really. I can't really get someone, you know what I mean? I can't like point to an anecdote where two, you know what I mean? Like, to be honest, can you? I mean, we have all this you know what I mean? Like, where the two parents were just absolute trash, but that kid stayed home. He ended up going to Ivy. He's like a Barack Obama.
No, it's unusual, but it happens. Is what I'm
unusual.
saying.
See, it's unusual. Unusual. See, it's not likely. It's not. It's
upbringing's a big part, but there's other factors too. That kid could have just been resilient. He could have learned from mistakes, right? He could have.
How, Kev? But that's what I'm saying, Kev. How? How would he be able to?
How? Maybe he had siblings. Who knows? You learn. You.
That's what I'm saying. So he had to have somebody. He had to have somebody there, right? Maybe. To learn properly, you need to have somebody.
You're saying you can't learn without somebody teaching you something, right? That's what you're saying.
No, I'm saying what I'm saying is that's not as effective. No, I mean,
self-taught.
You're still trial and error. You know what I mean? But if you have somebody who's wise, right, your learning is like that, right? You make a mistake, you pick it up.
That's mentorship, and that's true even later on.
That's what it is. That's mentorship. Yeah, Kevin, that's it. Mentorship is.
That's one component, right? It's not everything. Yeah. That's a big part. So
mentorship, right? That's what it comes down to, Kev. It's always been mentorship. If you think about it, everything. It's always been mentorship, bro. That you cracked that, you hit the nail on the head. It's always been like that. You just need someone really going to dedicate, bro. That's how you create like brilliant human beings. Is mentorship.
Yeah,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I.
So here's another one. Focus on the process, not the outcome. Right?
I heard Jay-Z said that.
Jay-Z
said that a long time ago.
Yeah. Did I tell you that or no? I say that.
I heard him say that.
Yeah. So I've as well heard, and I point to that quote a lot. But he says, "Don't focus on the end result," is what Jay-Z says. Don't focus on the end result. So he's saying a little bit different. He's saying, don't do something because you think you're going to sell 1 million records. Do it because you like to make music and you think, it's good and you'll get to that 1 million records, So can you find that quote? You got to, hold on. You got to put the whole thing in, man. Jay-Z and don't focus on it. You could.
Don't focus on end
We're not
results.
there yet with the AI,
Yeah, right. No, I see. It doesn't.
I think he says it in an interview, so it might not be
right. That's what I heard. Yes, that's what I heard. Yeah,
but listen, this is important too. It's about the journey, right? It's not about 2 points. It's about the journey to get there.
Okay.
And is more important than just reaching milestones. That's pretty powerful too.
But Kev, I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell you, right? I mean, like, look, all that stuff, you have to be reminded. But here's the thing, Kev, if you don't have a mentor, right, that's going to dedicate part of his life to remind you, this is the problem, bro. Like you said, bro, you need either one, you need one of your parents to be the right mentor. That means he would have to, come from the same culture, or two, it's very hard. I mean, nobody will invest time today in a selfish world. You need someone else to take an interest in you. That's how this game works, bro. I mean, mentorship is everything. I mean, I don't see. I believe.
Look at coaches. You got to quote up. It's Nick Saban.
Right, coaches. Right,
coaches, good leaders, good mentors. Yeah, are important. And you don't have a good team.
They have to take
a coach. Yeah. So that's for sure.
I'm telling you, Yeah, I mean, look, the delicate balance. It's that is.
Check out this
Yeah, I
one.
mean, if you think of.
Check out this
Mhm.
called
Okay.
Amor Fati. Type this in. AMOR
Yeah.
space
Fati quotes. Oh
FATI.
shit.
No, just
Okay.
Amor Fati. Define Amor Fati. Define.
Love of fate.
Right. So, Amor
What does this
Fati,
mean?
it
Yeah. What does
means
it mean? It's
love
interesting.
what happens to you. Meaning,
Oh
what you go
shit!
through,
Wow.
find silver lining in everything. And this is one of the
Uh,
brilliance too. And that I think is important too, because listen, people could go through
wow.
something, right? And they could
Yeah.
say, oh man, this is tough, and play the victim.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, that's by
they could
default.
say,
Yeah.
hey, I went through this. This is what I learned. I learned that this, and this. So this is a powerful, and it's written, back then, but even modern day authors use this. This is in many books.
But look, this. So,
That's
Kev, this.
actually, listen, that's actually a great. Let's say that's probably a good tattoo.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
But
and you know what the crazy thing is, bro? People, they'll see that tattoo and they won't even know what it means. That's the thing. You know what I mean? That's like you really want to test it.
correct, but
You
it's
know what I mean? But look,
to remind you, right?
remind you. Yep, remind you. Look, Friedrich Nietzsche adopted this. It
Yeah,
says to eternal recurrence.
and
Wow.
Frederick Nietzsche is an early
Nietzsche.
philosopher. He's
Yeah,
got a
bro,
lot of,
early, bro.
and you know
Bro,
who
his body
Robert Greene often recites a lot of his work.
talks about him.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. He's a real deal, man. I mean, people still, go off his works today. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's top. But look, it's
here's another
and
one.
let's see it.
Here's another one.
Uh
Atar
yeah.
Graxia. ATAR.
Oof. ATAR.
Same word. AXIEA. Same word.
AX what? XIA.
AXIEA, but it's one word.
Oh, God. Yeah, ataraxia.
Yeah. Right.
What does it mean? Oh, calmness.
Uh,
That's it, right?
yeah. Type
Calmness.
in calmness.
Yeah.
So yes. So another way is freedom from disturbance. So constantly, we're disturbed. There's things that go on. Blah blah blah. Your daily life. This is a meditative word for freedom of disturbance. That's a stoic, right? That's like a definition of a stoic. And if you look at
Yeah.
look at a picture of that guy. Pull that picture back up. You just
I know. This guy, Epicurean. Yeah.
a stoic. Look at
I
his
know.
face, right?
I know.
The guy.
I know.
The guy is in his zone. So that's a good one. But
It's blissful, peaceful mind. How do we achieve it, Kev? But see, you get
that is the process, right? Don't focus on the end result, bro.
but how do you know you're feeling right? I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like how could you know what I mean? Like, how would you even know you got to have a marker, bro?
Hold on. How do you achieve this? I think by
No,
tuning out.
or you're on the right track. That's all.
Well, this is basically saying avoid disturbances, meaning if you are walking down the street and
Mm-hmm.
and you're, there's kids playing over there and there's cars beeping over there, stay focused. Don't, that might be a bad example, but is don't let things throw you off your path. That's the stoic mindset, whether it's somebody calling you, just anything.
This guy, this stoic guy. Look.
You said you had, you have a cold or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Don't let that change your day. If you can. I mean, again, not the best example, but
I would. Do you think this is a good example? Look what he's saying. Dude, this is the same guy. The same Stoic guy, the leader of the Stoic leader. Do
Mhm.
not spoil what does he say? Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Everybody does this, by the way.
Yeah,
Just so
yeah,
you know, everybody does it today.
sure.
Remember that what you now have. Wow. See, wow. See, now yeah, bro. This is some enlightened shit, right? Yeah, but like you said, Kev, you got to be reminded every day. This is
Check this out. This is
uh,
something else I seen that uh, might be, I want you to tell me what you think this means. It says,
hmm,
grab the smooth handle. What do you think that means?
grab the smooth handle.
Handle.
That's That's exactly what I thought. Yeah, so pretty much don't grab things rough or by the weak handle. Okay, so be sturdy, right? That.
It's a funny little. Oh man! And you
Look,
respect
look.
type. So
Yeah,
with me,
pretty much.
there are
This
multiple ways of dealing with problems. Some are easier than others.
easy doesn't mean
There are
expedient.
multiple ways of dealing with problems. Some are easier than others. Hence, the smooth handle. Easier doesn't mean the expedient. It means the best way to resolve a problem with minimum fuss or suffering from everyone involved. All
So,
right, that's what it
yeah,
means. So, take the path of least resistance, um,
okay.
and that's often the best route traveled. So it means choose a route that is best for everyone.
Hmm.
Don't if you're a general, don't choose, don't march you guys into battle and they get blasted. You know, go around or you know do something that results in less consequences or whatever. So that's a bar right there.
Okay.
Um,
Kev, let me ask you a question, bro. Listen, from what, yeah, listen, no, I'm being honest with you. Listen, from what I see, bro,
what'd you say?
I was just, no, listen, I got to ask your opinion. Look, from what I observed in the last, like, at least let's talk about the last 10 years, right? To be honest, even grown-ups, man, people, I, is it just that people are just greedy and selfish? I mean, is just that's what the culture is. I mean, people are really like they're so narcissistic and selfish and inconsiderate to a point where like I don't even think they're aware of it. You know what I mean? Like they would think nothing's wrong. This wasn't the case, bro. Like 20
No,
years ago.
that's always been
You
the
know what I
case.
mean?
That's always been the
It's
case.
always been the case. All right,
Yeah,
it's always been the
people
case.
are by are naturally,
By
everyone,
this to this
including
extent,
myself, including you, everyone
yeah,
is.
I get it, but I reflect.
Here's
You know what I
why.
mean? Like
All right,
you know what I mean? I'll
let's tie this into like meeting somebody, or let's tie this into like going on a first date.
all right.
Nobody wants to hear the other person talk, especially
Hmm,
on a first date. You don't know the person, right? You wanna
okay.
you let the other person talk
Right. Yeah.
and let them go, share everything about, and you know what? At the end of the date, they're gonna have a great date because they told you
Yes.
everything under the sun. You, on the other hand, hopefully it's entertaining or you find interest in it. But by natural, people or everyone is narcissistical in some fashion. That's just how
Okay.
it is, right?
Okay, but yeah, okay, sure, I accept that. But you know what I'm saying? I reflect. Yo, bro, if I do something and you know what I'm saying and it's fucked up, right? I'll think about it. That shit will my subconscious will torture me
Correct.
afterwards. You know what I
Correct.
mean? That's why you know what I mean. I don't. That's why, bro. To be honest, bro, I didn't want to get into criminal law because, bro, I didn't feel right lying to people. You know what I mean? Like that's just the norm. You string along the clients, and you know what I mean. The attorney that I was under with, he was just like, yeah, man, just tell him we have to go 2 more appearances. I don't feel clean, just straight up because he doesn't know better, right?
Yeah.
These clients, they don't know better. You know what I
And
mean?
that guy might
And
have
I
not
just
been. That might have not been the best. Maybe uh,
He's a bro.
Might
He's a
not be the
top
best.
criminal attorney, bro. No,
Yeah.
he's a top criminal attorney. He's one of the top three in Long Island. Matthew Toohey. He's one of the top three in Long Island, bro. He's a murder. He's one of the top. I'm telling you, he's by himself now. He's not with a firm, but he's a narcissist. I mean,
Yes.
obviously. I mean,
So
I can tell that.
Listen, everyone is in some sense, some more. It's like a spectrum, right? But that doesn't mean whether you are or not. That doesn't mean you don't have values and morals and lines, right? I'm saying people are different. Just because you are narcissistic in nature does not mean that you don't have values and morals.
But you don't. Yeah, but you don't have empathy.
That might be of I don't know.
No, but Kev, you don't. No, but Kev, you don't have empathy. The defining characteristic of narcissism is lack of empathy. If you don't have empathy,
Google it.
I'm telling you. Look, I swear to God, bro. I looked. Look, narcissism. I'm telling you, bro. This is why. Look, narcissism.
Sponsored by Zen.
Yeah. Look. 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 People with this disorder lack the ability to understand or care for others. I'm telling you. This is, bro. This is in the DSM manual.
All right. What defines narcissistic personality as a mental?
Look.
Let's stay on one thing. All right.
Okay.
So
Mayo Clinic. It is unreasonably high self-importance and lacking the ability to understand or care about the feelings of others. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's saying both.
Mm-hmm.
Look. Here's the thing. That first part, go back to it. Where you just were. The first part, people have an unreasonably high sense of their importance. There's nothing wrong with that. Meaning, I want a coach.
No.
I want a leader.
True.
I want a business person to have that first part. Right?
Absolutely.
Their time.
I agree.
And what they're saying is important. There's confidence behind that. The second part, they need and seek too much attention and want people to admire them. That's everybody. People with disorder may lack the ability to understand and care about the feelings of others. The last part.
Kev, this is being very generous. If you look over here, these are the 5 main habits, bro. It's everywhere. You know what I mean? Lack of empathy. It's everywhere. It's a trait.
Okay,
it's a symptom. It's a trait.
That's the bad part. And look, I'm not defending narcissists, but what I'm saying is everyone is one, and there's a spectrum.
I get that. Yeah.
The lack of empathy part, that is tough. I guess a lot of people will justify things, right? In their sense, if they do something, justifying why, and I think everyone's like that to some extent. But here's what I'm going to tell you, okay? It is also, I'm going to tap into my Peterson, right? Who's that guy, Jordan Peterson? And he'll say, look, the world, not everyone is, all peachy, right? There is,
I get that. Yeah.
There is dark parts, right? And there is not dark.
Yeah, sure.
An understanding of that, I think, is important for people too, right? Meaning,
okay.
Let me just say this: as kids today, people are coddled, right? They grow up, they go to a school district,
yes.
They're coddled. Yeah. They don't understand the real world until they hit, 20 years old, and by that point, they've been taught by these schools, these sort of activities, a lot of them that don't translate, and then they go out there and they're shocked. So, to understand that not everyone's the same, I mean, I think that's important, right? And understanding.
Okay. Yeah, but Kev, look, this is what I'm trying to say. Look, this wasn't like this all the time, bro. This has been a trend since the 1980s. So, you know what I mean? This is what I'm trying to say. Like,
no. You can't. You got to back that up. You need a chart.
I will. I'll get a chart for you. I will.
To say that there's been a rise in this behavior.
Yes, bro. No, there's been a rise in.
What would contribute to it? what would contribute?
That's what I want to find out.
Social
That's
media?
what I want to find out.
What happens?
You know what I mean?
That would contribute. Because
Okay, look, let's see. I'm just saying this is look.
here's what I'll say to you: is you got to look at influence, right? When you look at trends, what causes influence, right? Influence is important. So
Okay.
you could say what's a big industry, right? Cosmetic industry, because it would be self-reflected of their image and vain, right? They're selling
Okay.
butter.
Well, look, Kev, look at the study right here, right? Look at this. Since 1980, 1985, when we were born. Look at that. You know what I mean? They've done these studies, bro.
Percentage of those.
Think about it.
MPI scores?
Yeah, it's an MPI score. It's pretty, it's an index.
Hold on. Who is doing this study? Because it looks like a school and an education.
Professor, professor, I mean, it's a study.
Hold on. Is this a real study, or is this the school trying to get more power over kids? More control.
I mean,
I don't know.
But
when you tell me,
I hear what you're saying.
When you tell me there's a trend, I got to know why.
Yeah, I agree.
What is that?
Okay, look at this.
Look at this. Big brands. I mean,
that's what it is, Kev. That's what I think, and that's what I'm saying. It wasn't always like this. People have written this. Look, NIH
to some extent, okay, maybe, but people have.
Look at this, NIH. Kev, look at this.
What do you think?
Kev, look at this.
Didn't care about the hippies and all these things. They weren't all about themselves.
No. I do think that. I think that there's something happened where it became, like sort of an agenda to get people selfish, because this wasn't always like this. Look at this, Kev. I mean, to be honest, if you take a look at this, look, this is from the NIH, right? The National Library of Medicine. This is a pretty scientific, study. Site, right? Look at this. They have actual data. Narcissism epidemic, West societies, right? Pretty much they're saying, the more individualistic cultures become, the more narcissism they are. Look, the majority of empirical studies, narcissism student samples in the U.S., narcissism is increasing. Look at this in modern Western societies, and it's been Kev. Scientists refer this to the narcissism epidemic. All right, look at this. This is what I'm saying. I'm an important person has increased from 12% to 80% in 1992. They've done this stuff, bro. I'm telling you, it's, they've, since, the data is 1979 to 2006. So that's the data they're going. Bro, I'm telling you, this is, you're saying that this has always been like this. No,
yes,
it's not. This happened recently.
You're saying from one study that it's rising.
It's not that one study, bro. It's from the NIH, bro. I mean, it's a significant, study. You know what I mean? That's what they do. I mean, they have the resources and the funding to take on the study.
This is not something that we would have to speak to somebody like a psychologist to understand why, right? Like Jordan Peterson.
We can look.
These things are.
Look at this. Hold on. No, I don't know. This was 2011. This article is published. Okay, they talk about it, right? Why are they talking about this? Because it's based on a study that these people have, right? And they're talking about how it started in 1960s, and I agree. Something happened. You know what I mean? And it's an epidemic, Kev. You know what I'm saying? It's not normal. You know what I mean? And they're saying that. It's pretty much superheroes, comics and like TV has caused this. And I agree.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I agree. And look, a psychologist, professor of psychology is like, this is short-sighted, selfish trends.
Listen, buddy,
promise people they can enjoy a better life. Look at
this. Superheroes and some of these TV shows, right?
Okay.
If they're teaching kids to be a superhero, there's nothing wrong with that.
No. I'm not saying no. It's I'm just saying this is what they brought up.
Yeah. No, I'd be interested to see the numbers and how they break it down. If there's any political bias to it, why they're talking about it?
Okay.
Does it have to do with politics?
No, Kev. They've been talking about it since 2009. They've done. That's when they published the study. You know what I mean? That's that's from
All
how
right.
old it was. You know what I
Let's
mean? It
transition
was.
to this. Elon Musk is waging a war
Yes.
on the woke
Yes.
culture.
Let's talk
Type
about
of
this. Okay. Let's see. Elon, let's see what's going on with our boy today.
woke culture.
What is this? He's doing.
I think some of those studies you've been throwing out might have been put out there by the woke culture.
I mean, Kev, this is from 2009.
Yeah, the education.
If that means it was in the beginning.
Uh-huh.
But 09, these are old studies, Kev. These are not like anything new. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
But okay, now look. Yeah. Okay. Now, what's happening with this, Kev? Hold on, Kev. What is this?
No.
Yeah, but Kev, what is this?
We don't want to talk about that right now. We can touch on it later. Woke culture and Elon Musk.
No. I'm just trying to say. What do you mean he's okay? Not a month. I thought he's reneging on donating that money. That's why.
Here's what happened. Click on the Daily Beast.
Ooh.
Click on it.
Whoa! This is true, Kev. This is true.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, let's look at the article, bro.
Yeah, right here. Look, right.
He just
See
has
this?
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you to bring up. Let's understand it fully first. Go down.
Wow. Yeah.
So he had an interview with Jordan Peterson. He's saying that he has a daughter that died because she underwent some procedure and it went wrong.
No way.
I want to read it and further make sure we're right about this. Go down.
Hold on. Is it Kev? Is this colloquially? I mean, is his daughter really dead? Holy shit!
That's what we're gonna find out.
Musk's daughter. Okay, got it. Musk's daughter, 20, one of 6 with the first wife, legally changed her gender to female. Hold on. She was a female or she was male? Okay. And name Vivian Jen. She's Kev. Between me and you, bro, that might be the most heartbreaking thing for a father. I'm just saying that's you want to talk about what's unnatural. That is. I'm sorry, but look.
Let's read this.
I know. Okay, but wow. Okay. Check this out. So let me just zoom this. Holy shit, this is sad, bro. I want to see. You know what I mean? Dropping Musk's name, saying, "Oh shit," in court. Wow. No longer was to be related. Peterson said to psychics, I agree. Musk agreed and said, yeah, this guy stands, okay. The so-called gender-affirming terrible euphemism for sure. It's child mutilation. It's
that's his daughter.
Yeah.
The woke culture influenced his daughter, and she underwent a gender change. I assume he's out of the loop. I assume he's out of loop. And
I mean, no, hold on. Oh, okay, Kev. Okay, got it. Hold on. I was told, hey, this is so basically, Kev, his oldest son, Javier, right?
Oh, he didn't die.
Xavier.
Right?
And I don't think he died. I think he's just saying the woke mind virus killed him.
I think it became a girl.
Yeah, I don't think
he physically.
Yeah, right. No, he did not. It would have been big news. It would have been huge news. No. They called it dead naming for a reason.
By the woke mind virus. So my son is.
Yeah, right. So that's qualified.
So I'm going to listen to that.
And look at this, Kev. Kev, look at this fire. What do you think?
Yes, that's the bar. That's what the news is. He said, I vowed to destroy the woke mind virus after that, and we're making some progress. So he's declared war on the woke culture.
Yeah.
And guess what? He said this before. He's number 2 on their list. Guess who's number 1? Mr. Donald Trump.
Tell me.
He's number 2. The woke culture is a bunch of blue-haired folks. They're very, very Democrat leaning, and a lot of them.
I mean, they're off the handle. I wouldn't even think they're like liberal. They're just Kev. You want to talk about narcissism? you don't get more narcissistic than wokeness. If you know what I mean, when you understand what wokeness is, Kev, think about how narcissistic you have to be born, with a gender, and that you're not that gender. That's narcissism, bro. I mean, let's be honest. That's
I think that's influenced by this culture of people that are pushing their ideologies on younger folks, and they're doing it
yeah,
through the education system, through their therapist and etc. And the fact that he's talking about this, he's such a big voice,
yeah.
is unbelievable, because a lot of people won't do that. He does not care. He'll speak out, because they'll come for you, right? They'll start, trying to write articles, but it's Elon Musk. He's got the backing. He's got the money to fund that, and he speaks his mind. So you gotta envy that a little bit.
I love it, but Kev, let's be honest. He has the I mean, if I was someone who had the resources, I would, that's something I would, you would expect someone to do. He has the resources. He has a personal connection.
People don't. When they have the resource, they want to keep the resource so they stay in line. He goes against the grain. He's thinking about the future, and
let's also understand, Kev.
He sees where things are going. I think he sees where things are going. But I think that's why he endorsed Trump.
No, Kev. To be honest, I agree with you, but between Kev, I mean, do you see what he's saying? This is his first son. Think about the expectations he had when he had this kid, and for this kid to grow up in a system where it's like, I don't even know you, Dad. That's personal. I mean, I would go nuts. Luckily, he has the resources to do it, right? But that's the fire. Think about it. This is his first son, so he was like, "Yo, this is my, this is my legacy." And for his son, his legacy to spit in his face, that's essentially what he did, because he was in California. I'm with him. I'm with Musk, bro. He should be doing that. But he has the resources. A lot of parents right now, like they don't even know what to do. That their kids are like, think about it, kid. The kids come home. Like, think about it.
Here's what he's saying is, he didn't understand this fully, and he was signing stuff.
Right. He was tricked. Right. He was tricked into it.
Blockers were doing something to help his son, and they were sterilization drugs. Basically drugs to help them do a sex change. So he's saying his kid got this, and I'm sure he was probably out. I know he has a bunch of kids, so he might have not been right there in the kid's life every day. But
Kev, this is his first son. It's much different, bro. That I mean, yo, listen, you can't. I'm sorry, bro. It's the truth, bro. Your first son, if you know what I mean, as a man, gets away with stuff because he's your first son. He has that privilege. Think about that, bro. Like, this is really personal. See, now I understand why he's. This is really personal. Look at it, bro. This is sad, man. It sucks because you know how much this hurt Musk. Do you know how hurt he must have been to know that his kid, because he wasn't around, got manipulated by a system? He's right. His kid died. He's right. For all intents and purposes, bro, his kid is dead, bro. This is horrific, man. I mean, think about it, bro. We're not talking about like another kid. This is his first son. He had a lot of hope and expectation, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you got to look at it like that, bro. And then for his son to like turn around and just, I can only imagine, bro.
You want to be a conspiracy theorist? Imagine Bill Gates sent him.
Yeah.
Woke culture.
Yo, I wouldn't put it past Bill, bro. Bill is involved in some freaky. No, I'm saying he's involved with some freaky fucking agendas behind the scenes, bro. I wouldn't put it past him. But yeah, this is some. Yo, I'm glad that Musk came out, and that it must have been hard for him to go on the record like this, bro. It would be hard for me. You know what I mean? To but he's powerful. I get it. But Kev, this is. I mean, do you know how many fathers there are, that are 40 years old in California right now that don't even know what to do? Like they don't like they're so scared because like you know what I mean they don't know what to do, bro. Like think about it, Kev. You cannot allow this is an just like you said, Kev. This is an influence operation. There's no way you kids
Listen,
can bro left and right
everything,
just saying
everything
yeah
is everything is influence. But this
operate yeah.
is this is
Look at this. He was tricked. Oh, he
this
must
is
be
a
angry.
woke
Look at
culture.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the woke culture
Oh my
pushing these
god.
ideologies on kids before they fully understand them. Musk is a very smart guy. For him to go along with it, he was trying to make the kid happy, I guess.
Right.
Uh,
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
now
Exactly. And he got
he,
tricked by the system. Kev,
he thought
the
he
system.
thought they were he
System.
was just signing off on drugs, whatever, blockers. He
Yeah.
signed
Yeah.
off
Yeah. Right.
on
Right. Right.
infection.
Right.
You get it? He didn't understand he was doing that. Um, all right, let's jump to the last thing, and then we'll wrap it up. All right. So with 50,
Okay. Yeah. But Kev, but hold on real quick, Kev, before we jump on the last thing. What do you think? Like, listen, what do you think? My question to you is, do you think that because this obviously happened years ago, do you think this served as his motivation for acquiring Twitter? You know what I mean? Do you think that because this happened to him years ago, do you think that this specific personal issue
no,
is
he's
what got him on fire? No, you think
he doesn't look. That's narrow-minded. He's looking wide and far, and he sees where everything is going. Not just this example, but he sees the direction of the world 5 and 10 years out, and he understands that there needs to be a balance. And I think that's
so?
why
You don't think this is vengeance for something for a virus taking over something so dear to his heart? You don't think you know what I mean? Like
no.
you don't think that's like
Recently
the
came out. This recently came out. This is not. This
right?
is
But I know, but this has
this recently,
obviously been with it.
not
No,
you.
no,
Don't
Kev,
know
this
that.
is recently published.
Yeah, it
No,
might
this
not
is
be that
recently
long.
published.
Yeah, no,
Okay, but
I think you're reading too much into it. But I
I
think
mean, bro, Kev, when you have a billionaire saying like taking a stand to this degree, bro, you got to read into it. I mean, this
well,
is
yeah.
not just something he just you know what I mean. You're not honestly, bro. It's not a. This is something very near and dear to his heart, bro. I think that he really got fucked up. That he was
Listen, the
tricked,
woke
and look what he says is
woke culture, the cancer culture, it's all uh, part of a bigger web, and
agenda.
sees
Yeah.
the bigger agenda. It starts with the education system pushing it, and
Hmm.
a lot of these folks pushing these narratives, and that's why I said your study sounds, anything that's put out by the education system on kids. I'm a little bit biased to it because of things like this.
No,
When you're
no, Kev,
teaching
I
kids
agree
in
with you, but I
school
mean,
topics at young ages, they should not be knowing about what a sex change is at 8 years old. So they're
no.
introducing it earlier and earlier, and a lot of the parents don't have a say. So that's not his only bone to pick. I think he sees the the balance going, and that's why he did it. And I would argue it's a
Really?
really important thing that he did for the future because people need to have a voice. You need to be able to speak out, right? So that's more important. All right, let's
I'm just, no, I got you, Kev. I'm just curious, bro. This is significant. You know what I mean? This is like, this is significant, bro. You know what
yeah.
I mean? This is pretty, okay. Kev, you're right. This happened in
What would you
2022.
do? What would you do?
Hold on, I answer. But look, Kev, you're right. This happened just 2 years ago.
Yeah,
You're right. This is pretty recent. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Kev, what I would do?
yeah.
Kev, I mean, I don't know what I would do, bro. I would fucking lose my mind. I just be in, I just be in depression, bro. Bro. I don't know what I do, man. To be honest, I don't have that much resources to do anything. What am I going to do? Just sue them, bro? This is like you said, bro. The woke ideology is a well-funded machine by we know the players. But they're destroying lives, and it's just why can't you just give them an age limit at like 20, at 18? I don't understand why a 7-year-old is allowed to make such a
Well, in
consequential
California,
surgery.
California,
I don't understand, Kevin.
the rules are more. They're going lower and lower in age. California. So
Kev, did you hear about the law? Did you hear about the law? Well, we'll get off of it, but did you hear about the law last week in California, where it was signed by Newsom, where if a child in the public school system, right, doesn't matter the age, kindergarten, pre-K to 12, grade 12, tells a teacher that they're trans, the teacher is now legally obligated to not tell the parents.
yeah, it's part of the same thing he's talking about is the influence of school system and everything around the kid.
I know, but Kev, but you should be informing the parents. Like literally, this law says that the teachers will have no liability because you know what was happening, right? The teachers were getting named in the lawsuits personally. Even though like they're backed by the school immunity, they were getting named in the lawsuits. Now, a teacher, they're immune.
All right, let's move on. We got only a few minutes left, so
okay, got it.
We got 15 weeks going into the election.
Yes, let's talk about this, Kev. Yes.
So you get a switcheroo. Kamala comes in.
Yeah, Kev, talk about that, bro. Like, I mean,
let me say what this is
talk to me.
Okay.
Okay.
I do a lot of sports analysis, so I heard this.
Okay, talk to me. All right.
It's equivalent to in hockey, a team's down 2 goals going into the end of the third period. They pull the goalie. Okay, by pulling the goalie, it increases your odds of winning, but it also increases your odds of losing. So this is this is a last-ditch effort by doing this. You put Kamala in, it increases your odds a little bit. But Trump, right now, forget the polls. I think the odds maker
just betting
is better. I think that where the money's going is actually better than the polls.
Right.
Don't go to that till late. Right. So right now, I would predict 75% chance Trump wins. Might even go as high as 80. I think there's a 10 to 15% chance Kamala wins. In terms of
what'd you say percentage, Kamala?
10 to 15%.
What'd you say? Okay. I thought you said 50%. I was like, holy shit. Okay.
And there's a 50% chance that the Republicans sweep the House and the Senate. That is down
absolutely
55. So it came down with Kamala in. Came down 55. Now, there is practically a 0 chance, and you're not going to see this in the polls, but a 0 chance of the Democrats sweeping everything. That's what people wanted to avoid, in terms of economy. People thought that wouldn't be good. So it's practically 0. Now, who she's going to pick next? A white male. Okay? You got a woman.
Okay.
You're going to go with a white male just to balance it out. You're not going to go with another woman. I'd be shocked. In Pennsylvania, you have Josh Shapiro is the likely running mate.
Mm-hmm.
Second is Mark Kelly at Arizona. These are 2 important states.
Okay, let's see. Better for Democratic vice president. Let's see the odds. Let's see. Mark Kelly. Okay, got it.
And Shapiro. Those
got it. Betting. Yeah, look at this, Kev. Everybody's relying on betting odds. Look at that. Everybody's relying on betting odds. I love it.
Well, they're better than the polls.
I love it. But Kev, did you
money where their mouth is? The polls. No one goes
right.
The polls don't reflect the actual odds. What does it say about Nick Saban? Go down.
Let's see where I'm at.
Nick Saban at the bottom.
Oh, right here. Yeah, okay, he receives odds to enter Senate race. Okay.
Wow, he's a coach.
That's it. He receives odds.
He's a football coach for Alabama. Wow, that's interesting. Go back.
I know. Hold on, let me see. Kev, that's actually a good pick. That's smart if they did that. Let's see.
Yeah, go back to that story.
Nick Saban.
No, you have it.
No, because that's so big. No, that story it cut me off. You know what I mean? Because it wants me to subscribe. But I'll try it again. See, it says join Fox for access to this content.
What does he say he's doing again? He's gonna
one sport book.
Enter the go up to the title. Receives odds for VP nomination. Wow. So that's interesting. I think
this
I
might
think
work.
Alabama might be an important state, so he's an influential.
Why would no, Alabama's not important. So let's see electoral votes. No. Let's see. You know the big
It
states.
might be a
How
swing
many?
state. It might be a swing state. Why?
It's nine.
Huh?
Nine. Okay,
Is it
nine electoral votes.
swing states? 2024 swing
Okay.
states. Probably one of them.
We know. I know. We know. Iowa's a
Those
swing.
are big for the Democrats to win.
No, right here, Kev. Look right here. Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. Yeah, that's 6 of them, and the 14 ones are we got 14 now, but yeah.
Well, that's strange that he is thrown in the pool. He's a football coach, but he's so well liked.
I mean, exactly. Why do you think they went for him?
Listen, what that speaks to is they don't have a lot of options. They don't have a lot of big faces.
No.
And you know what? I think their best chance would have been the Obama family coming back. The wife running, Obama family.
Who?
If Obama's wife ran, Michelle Obama ran, that would give them a better chance than what they have.
Absolutely. You can't even why?
Even Hillary Clinton might do it.
Yeah. Let's see what the odds are. You think she's going to come back? That'd be crazy.
No, not
Hillary Clinton.
No. Kamala just got endorsed by Newsom. Biden endorsed her. A lot of people already endorsed her, so it's likely. I think there's a 90% chance she's the person.
Okay.
So,
but Kev, I mean,
now that's going to change.
Okay, but look,
how is Trump going to approach it? Now he doesn't have to do much; he's in the driver's seat, but it's different, and they might approach him. How do you think they're going to approach him? With going with a female, and you got Donald Trump that just had stuff on him and Stormy Daniels, right? They're going to approach it from this guy is a sexist. He's a narcissist. And that's why I'm pushing back on some of the stuff you said, because some of that is political. Not your old studies, but that ideology is going to get thrown out there a lot in the news right now because of how we approach this.
Kev, I think, I don't think you give the American people enough credit. I think 80% of people already know Donald Trump is their next president. I'm being honest with you. It's just a feeling. You know what I mean? They don't trust. Yeah, listen, that's how I look at it. I mean,
I just said 75, 80% chance he's going to win. Forget what the people think. He's going to win. 75, 80% chance.
Yeah. But you're right. But why would they do this? But Kev, everybody knows Kamala is unlikable. She's more unlikable than Biden, believe it or not. Like, why did they did they do this?
It's a Hail Mary. They had no chance of winning with Biden because he looked old. Horrible debate with Kamala. Like I'm saying, they're going to approach it differently. They're going to say Trump is they're going to try to get a lot of women voting for Kamala. They're going to say he's a sexist. They're going to say he's a narcissist and approach it different from a political strategy, I believe. I don't want to say they're only going to do that, but it's a different angle than Trump versus Biden. You've seen Trump said, hey, I'm going to outdrive you. And Biden said, you can't outdrive me. He can't do that to Kamala, right? It's a different debate. And it's a different approach. So it's really a last-ditched effort by them to try to do this.
Kev, you don't think because, Kev, there's a report. I saw it on Twitter, X. Pretty much what happened before he said he's not going to seek election, Biden. This is what I know. This source might not be here, but I heard this also from Twitter. Pretty much, he was sick, 2 days ago, in Las Vegas, and a hospital.
Yeah, he got COVID, but then again, is this political strategy? I mean, to say he had COVID, so he slowly drops out. say it was COVID. I mean,
Well,
we don't know.
Kevin. I mean,
We
look,
don't know.
Kev, this is a local. Kev, this is a local reporting,
Right.
right? And this is what it's
You
saying.
got to have a better filter than that, though. The local reporting, I mean, you got to look at it through the lens of who. When you look at Fox News, are you viewing it the same as
There's
you
not
do CNN? It's all about the filter. So,
absolutely not. Yeah,
so
absolutely. I'm just saying.
yeah,
Okay,
he got sick, but we don't know. That's not why he dropped out. That might have softened his government.
no, you
Listen,
okay? All right. So you
it's
don't think that's why you dropped that? Okay,
political strategy.
okay,
They don't just do sudden moves. That might have softened it so people like you bring up that story, right? I'm not saying you're
okay. I
wrong.
get. It. I agree.
You're wrong. You're
No,
thinking
I
how
agree.
most
I
people
know.
think.
I'm just curious. I know, but
Now,
Kev, you don't think that?
let me just say this.
Mm,
Here's what Trump's going to do when he wins, if
mm,
he wins. But like, it looks that way, like we just said, right?
he's gonna win, bro. I mean, yeah, he would win. All right.
So what he would do is he likely lowers corporate taxes. Right now, it's 35%. I'm sorry, it was 35%. He lowered it to 21%, and he may lower
Right.
it to 15%, as low as 15%. Okay,
Got it. I
if he
agree.
does that, that would be very good for corporations. Now, another thing he's thrown out there, he said at least more than one occasion, is he wants to get rid of tips, tax on tips. So
Kev, I can't believe there is a tax on tips. I never even know all these years in law. I didn't even know that existed. That's crazy. I didn't even know
so
you had a. I thought it was like
restaurant
petty cash. All
workers,
right.
right? Restaurant workers,
That's why they all love him.
yeah,
That's
they
why they
are.
all, you know what I mean? They all trust him.
And it's an easy thing to do, and
Stupid,
it's a way to save money.
stupid law.
Listen, Biden hired
Stupid
all of
tax.
these folks. He hired a ton of folks to go after and try to get sort of money back. And Trump is simplifying things. If he does that, you save a lot of money by not hiring as many people in that department, and it also helps that group of people that will be able to save a little bit more. Right? Think about the
Right.
economy. You know, economy is run a lot by those people. If you think the people in restaurants,
I know.
the people,
I know.
you know, you, you think about valet, everything, drivers, you know, uh, give me some examples of tips. You go to golfing.
Kev, to be honest, I didn't even know you had a law. Let's look up the law. I didn't even tax on tips law. I didn't even know that this. I didn't even know this actually existed. Look at this tip record keeping. Holy shit, Kev! Like this, I didn't even know this was a real thing. You know what I mean? Oh my god,
Good
dude,
thing
this
you
is
don't work
retarded.
in a restaurant, so you don't have
I know, but I'm saying if I had to, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, you should, you know what I mean, like the fuck, like what is the tax on tips? What is the federal? Is there a federal tax on tips? Tippable or must be? Kev, look at this. Must be reported. Wow. Subject, Kev. They're
some
subject to regular cash.
ordinary
Jesus Christ.
income. But
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
I think,
Man,
anyway, he might not do it. He might not do it, but he said it, so he probably would have to stand by it. So anyway, these
I
are
mean,
the
I
things.
think he, yeah. What I think I and everybody else is looking forward to is him coming with this new perspective, right? Because remember, bro, Trump has already did 4 years. You know, he's not like he's already had the job. Okay, so it's very different. You know what I mean? I think what I hope is he learns from his selection of personnel. Remember, a lot of people he hired, Kev, screwed him over. You know that, right? A lot of people shitted on him, like unbelievable. Talk about loyalty, right? I hope, and it's what we're hearing from Twitter, that he's going to remove a lot of federal employees, bro. Good riddance. Like literally, I think he's seen it from a different light and a different perspective. If you watch him, even his kids, right? they're not being nasty, Kev. On these post interviews of what happened. You know what I mean? They're like, I saw Eric Trump. He was like, look, this CNN lady was trying to bait him. Was like, yo, what do you think about the Secret Service people that was there? He was like so calm. He was like, I just want to say that I appreciate them. I know them for a while. He was just saying, like they're very, I don't know, man. I mean, don't you see a big difference?
Overall, he's taking a more
Very different.
cavalier approach.
Right.
And
Right.
it works.
Right.
He does. Everyone knows
It
he's
works.
tough. Everyone knows he's
Right. Exactly.
do well in debate.
Exactly.
At the show at this time around, so
right. So it's like the
last election he rolled up his sleeves. This time he's doesn't have to show it as much. So
right.
But
he's
got humility.
But you know what it. Right, because you know what it is, Kev. I guess the first round he knew was ugly, right, and he had to come out swinging. Now, he's much more calm. He's not going after people. He's much more strategic, and I think that's what's throwing everybody off. To be honest, Kev, I think all the media they don't even know. They don't even know how to react. They're like, what the hell? Why aren't you yelling at us? Why aren't you making fun of us so we can tell everybody on TV? Like, it's crazy, dude. Yeah. I listen, like I said, man, Kev, that the worst thing they did was do the assassination, because everybody looks at this. And they're like, yo, Kev, do you remember for 4 years that every day, Trump was a foreign asset of Russia? And we find out that was bullshit. And then they never retracted it.
So I'll also say this, right? To touch on what you said, is that previous election when they were saying Russia was helping.
Yes. It's fucked up.
Did you say this?
Fucked up, bro. Disrespectful.
It is. There's 164 countries. Okay. Do you think that we're talking about back in time before we're talking about the 80s? Do you think that's the first election where another country had some influence? Of course not.
No.
No. Every country stands to benefit from the U.S. The dollar is the king, and it's going to remain that way. And I think influence and these other countries, that's always been that way. So it was just, I guess came into the news and so forth. But let's wrap it up because we're 100 going past.
All right. Yeah. Let's wrap. All right. Let's wrap it up. Listen, this is the odds. This means, what does this mean? On negative 143, it means I have to put like what I get 143 back. What does this mean?
143 to win 100.
Huh? Really? Okay.
$43 to win 100. Okay.
Okay.
So
all right, got it. And this means what?
Put 100.
Yeah. What does this mean?
163.
Oh, so I get $63 here, and here I get.
And listen, I
it's
think
a negative.
Odds should be way further. I think Trump should be minus 200, and that these might even be. These seem a little bit too close.
What about?
If you're
what about here?
If you're a betting man, you want to bet on the election. I think that's a little far fetched. I think there's
really.
Meaning, who bets on the election? But my point is Trump at minus 143. That's
how it was. Yes.
That should be wider. Is what I'm saying. That should be minus 180, minus 200.
So why are people, like? You know what I'm saying?
I think it will change. It will change. I think it will change. We look back at that in a few weeks. I think it will be wider.
Okay. All right. But Kev, look.
Last thing I'll add, we were talking about on the economy and economics and what some of these other countries do. Right now, we're sending money to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Okay. We're sending them money and tons of support, right? Mm-hmm. There is countries out there, including Ukraine, that are changing the way that warfare is fought. Mm-hmm. They're doing it more economically. So we're sending them let's say a $2 million missile, right? And we're they're finding that these they work, but after the first one, then they're using, like $40,000 drones to damage after that. So you have these countries, they're called the hoopties, like these small places, right? And
Yeah.
they'll send drones into the Red Sea or after U.S. cargo ships, right? And they're using, let's say they're using a $20,000 to $40,000 drone to
Okay.
hit cargo ships, right? And this
I
happens
hear.
in
Yes.
peace. Um,
Okay.
we are using $2 million missiles to shoot down that $20,000 to $40,000 drone missile, and we sometimes have to hit two. And this is according to Eric Prince, right? He used to run Blackwater. So we're using $4 million worth of missiles to shoot a $40,000 drone down to protect a cargo ship. That is not economically feasible.
Yeah, but
And
it's intentional. It's intentional.
it's what we have, but these other countries do it cheaper. Now we have more land to protect, and we're the U.S. But I think that this Ukraine-Russia war, new discoveries are being made, and
Mhm.
and warfare is changing, right? Where it's more economical,
And
uh,
cyber.
whether it's cyber or whether it's with drones.
Cyber.
The days of
Drones
a
and cyber.
tank. Listen, the days of a
Yeah.
tank are
It's gone. It's gone.
gone. You still need it, but these
You don't need it, Kev. You
they
have World War II.
cost huge
You
amounts of
don't need it.
money. So you're seeing discoveries here now. The U.S. and their spending. I think Trump could help in some of these areas. For instance, things coming into the U.S. Right? Trump said this in his speech. Using sniffing dogs is some of the best way to stop drugs from coming in the border.
I
Um,
agree. Yes.
and it's way
That's like the best. Yeah.
cheaper. So, there's ways where I think we could be more economically feasible that will help us in the future. So,
Yeah, but Kev, here's the thing, Kev. That's not the point. The point is to be wasteful because it's a taxpayer money.
well,
Who do you think these military weapons manufacturers are? They're global. They're international. They
yeah,
don't give a they don't care about saving money, giving a taxpayer a good deal. It's intentional. $2 million missiles. They're doing this on purpose. That's why
you're
that's
right.
stopping.
You're right.
It,
It's
yeah.
printing money, and it's a cycle, and it's political. Then they could
And
point.
it's been like this. It's been like this since Eisenhower.
Correct.
So I mean, he warned about it. So it's like it's
Yeah.
not going to change.
It's not going to change, but
That's
it
all.
should, and it could.
Yeah, I know.
But it won't. And
But this is
interesting to
what
see
Kev. Listen,
these new
Kev.
fronts you fought. You never had two countries going at each other like this in a long time. With Russia, Ukraine.
Okay.
So you're seeing style and
But
how
Kev,
that
look,
translates in the future will be interesting to see.
Kev. Look, Kev. I'm sorry, Kev. Listen, Trump was trying to stop this. That's why they don't want him back. That's why. He was like, "Yo, man, stop wasting money." They're like, "Why are you telling people this? Trust me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it could happen." This is why I think they literally, hatched a plot to kill him because, he might stop him. Kev, let me ask you a question. I don't know, Kev, let me ask you a question. Do you think Trump knows? Yeah, he does, right? He's aware. He probably gets how many death threats a day? He's aware.
So,
it's interesting, Kevin. But yeah.
Yeah, I think, he's definitely in a spot where he's got all his money. He doesn't need to be president, but he wants to be. So
I think now more than ever.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Going on 127. And
oh, shit. Okay.
I'll let this upload. And
all right,
if you edit it up, cut out the sand.
Oh, well, wait, Kev. One last thing. I found this just before we go over here. Anyway, look, sports book review. This is correct, right? So -200 means what? I lose $200 for $1. I'm trying to
put 200 to win 100. That's more. Yeah, that's what I said it should be.
Okay, what about Kamala Harris? I put what is this plus 200? What does that mean?
You put $200 to win 100.
Really? Okay. All right. But here it's negative. Got it.
It's a
Okay.
heavy favorite. All right.
Got it. Okay.
Anyway,
All right, my man.
when you
Oh, wait.